Yeah, okay.
over last year's
Okay.
income.
And
So
they're
it's-
still
it's-
growing, and everybody's
right.
gonna look at, is it growing?
His roof example, when we first bought our house, they made us paint our chicken coop door frame. They told us we had to do that before they had insurance. It's a freaking chicken coop. And they came and they said they had to do that. So different companies have different
Oh, everybody has different
aspects
rules.
of what they want to look at.
Another company has just said, we're only gonna write 6-month auto policies instead of no more annual auto policies. They're gonna keep the annual ones they have, but they're only gonna write 6 months, all right? You know, the reality is they get the rate increases quicker,
Yep.
okay? There's good and bad to that. Another company requires more than 15 feet between homes, between single-family homes. So
Really?
You have homes.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, they wanna see more than 15 feet.
I think it should be an acre.
Because you're now more exposed to what your neighbor does. Than
Maybe to a fire, yes. Certain cars, you can't write it anymore, due to high theft. Okay, mostly they're Kias, or no, Hyundais, all right, but due to high theft, it's like, wow, very interesting.
Not Corvettes anymore, Mustangs.
Kia's a problem?
Hyundai.
I have a list here, I'd have to look at it, but it's mostly Hyundais, but I do think there's about 2 different Kias on the
Used to be Accords.
Honda Accord.
Yes, yeah.
Case want reliable cars.
They want that copper in there, don't they?
Rents are increasing dramatically. I have a fellow who's, you know, again, that's just poor people are getting squeezed. I have a fellow who, writing his renter's insurance, is renting a townhouse. Now it is in Skillman, so it's a rich area. What do you think it is for the month?
4,000.
Yes, 4,300.
Renters.
For the year?
No, to
Not
rent it.
Not to me.
Oh, to
That's
rent
what he
it.
pays to the landlord.
Yeah, an average home now, or an average apartment, a 2-bedroom, and so forth, in a not so great area is about $2,000.
Yes,
Like
it's a
in
very common
Pemberton.
number.
In
It's a
Pemberton.
very common number, 2,000 a month
Yeah,
for something.
it's not worth
One
it.
bedroom.
So, an agent, in my opinion, is needed more than ever. You're not going to get advice from your online company. You need an agent. In this time, you need to make sure you do not file little claims. When we used to have Kara in here, you know, with the public adjusting, they were filing claims for like $200. And then she sends me the client saying, oh, they just got canceled, they need homeowners. Well, now I got 3 claims, it's only going into surplus, all right? So if you need the advice of an agent, to put his hand up and say, listen, Ralph, the claim is $1,200, you got a $500 deductible. I really think you ought to pay it yourself,
I agree.
all right? And that would just tremendously, because now
Knowing
the-
where that break-even point is tough.
Yes.
But that number, I agree, that's,
Yep.
If you look at it in that sense, it probably would make sense to start with a big deductible to begin with. If you say I'm
Yeah.
gonna self-insure the first 1,000 anyway, so why not, instead of having a $500 deductible, have $1,000?
I do a 2,500 to 3,000 in my mind for self-insurance, and I train my son to do the same thing. And, you know, his credit score, my credit score, I can't, is extraordinarily high.
but if you raise your deductible, which is fine because you're gonna pay it anyway, right? Let's say you're gonna be smart and pay it instead of hitting the insurance company on it. They're gonna probably rerun everything. They're gonna rerun your credit report, they're gonna look at the house again.
That's a great statement. That is what I'm noticing. If you have a bad claim, the companies now are looking at the whole. Before they just partially look. Now they're really looking at the account, and they will take away all sorts of discounts that you never missed, like a safe driver
I'll come back in a
discount.
second.
And I've seen homeowner property claims go from $1,200 a year to $3,500.